I gotta learn my songs. So the results of the festival came back a couple of days ago, and as you probably know by the thumbnail of this video, they rejected us. They said we are not in, and I have feelings about this. Let's talk about them. Now, to be absolutely honest, to be absolutely brutally honest, I had expectations, but they were not super high, specifically because the category of the festival that we were applying for, it was called the Discovery Scene, which is typically, like by definition, it is for the people who want to be discovered, you know, who want to be, who's it's their first time doing this, right? So I wasn't super surprised they didn't let us in the festival, but it still hurts for a few hours. But it's perfectly fine because, as I said this to my buddy as well, the festival was my plan B. So let's talk about plan A and then C and D. So as I said in my previous video, one thing that I have this bad habit, feature, whatever you want to call it, is that I just cannot give credit to incomplete work. That means either I don't start something, or if and when I do start something, I have to see it to the end. I have to see it through. It has to finish. There's just no way that I can let it go. Now, there are a few things that I started a few years ago, but I never got around to finishing it because A, I was immigrating, B, I was integrating into a society, and C, I was finding my own footing. All three of them are now relatively stable, and that gives me time to think about some other very expensive, like very expensive hobbies. So the first thing for me is to really come up with a plan for an actual concert, for like a big event that we go with the band, we rock and roll, we just crush it. Because I asked the band after the results of the festival came out that, hey guys, are you still in? Because we made this project for the festival and to see the possibility of what could happen after. But like, we're down to clown, we're ready to rock and roll, and that gives me a lot of hope. I can count on these guys for, you know, making the correct decisions, hopefully alongside me. So, what is the plan? What are we doing? What is the plan? What are we doing? The plan is to rock and roll, and for that, I'm finishing my fourth album, and with that, I'm gonna ask for a lot of help from the guys in the band, for their parts, for their ideas, because I want this album to be like the best album that I've ever done. That is my plan. It's not going to be easy because A, it's in my technically fourth language, it's in French, and B, because I think after all this time, my expectations from me are quite high compared to what I was able to do before. And that is quite a challenge. Which brings us to today, which brings us to right now, and to what I'm doing, what the plans are, how are we proceeding. The song that you heard at the top of this video, and it's going to be the blooper at the end of this video as well, it's hopefully going to open the fourth record. It's going to be like the first track of the fourth album. It is translated to Signs of Life, and I am very excited because like the whole theme of this album is rejuvenation, is to like running away from darkness into the light. That's like the whole theme of this album. Right now, the working title of this album is Sans Retour, which roughly translates to without return, like a one-way flight, one-way trip, one-way journey, which is essentially my story. Yes, I have a cat t-shirt that says it's two people outside. It is two people outside. It really is. And I want this album to have 7 or 8 tracks. Out of these 7 or 8 tracks, I think we have 5 of them written down. I've started recording them. This is the first one, and soon I will start working on the third track, because the second track is what I released a few years ago. It's called Cycle, and this song was written for this album, and it's going to be really exciting because even though making an album in 2025, year of our Lord, is essentially career suicide for independent artists, I like releasing single tracks every month. It's really fun because it gives me something to do outside of my work that I'm passionate about. But every once in a while, I feel like an album could show what I'm capable of doing more. And I feel like the longevity of single tracks generally is probably lower or shorter than an album. An album is like a reference point people can go back and listen to. You know what I mean? I don't know. So I think the next few videos will be focused entirely on the creation process of how I'm doing music for an album, as well as a very exciting video on a collaboration which I'll talk about when the time is right. And hopefully it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun summer. It's going to be a fun summer series. That's it. I hope you are having a great time. If you could, please, that would be super awesome if you could do the YouTube thing and follow me along on this journey. I hope I won't be on it alone. I'm not. I got the band with me, but still, it would be even more fun if more people could watch and probably learn from my mistakes that I will definitely make along the way. I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're staying sane wherever you are, whenever you are. Take good care of yourself and the people around you. I will see you very soon. Peace. I made a mistake. I gotta learn my own songs for these videos. Let's try again.